This is the race committee. The wind sampling is complete, and this race is live. Good luck.
Yes, good luck required and good sailing required. Will the Swedish Challenge want to say to the America's Cup teams, hey, we've just won 4 from 4 and we're coming for you? That one is just another part of the story of the Puig Women's America's Cup as we get ready to go for the final race, race 8. In Group B, the invited teams, and this team, and do Team Australia, need to, as Shirley said, send it and go for gold.
It's been really hectic on the Aussie boat today. I mean, they really need to reset. Olivia Price just needs to calm it all down, find some form, see what they can do.
As Peter was saying, the breeze just filling in a little bit left still. Quite a lot of puffs and shifts here you can see coming off the beach, so needing to lock in, sail the boats well.
"14 knots of breeze at the start box. 8 at the top of the course currently.
Final approach for a lot of the teams coming into this start. So with a minute to go, needing to well and truly know where you wanted to start on the start line. You've looked up the track and you'll be needing to execute these final maneuvers well to put yourself in a position to be able to get off that start line at max speed against your opponents.
The Aussies need a great start here. They need to own this start box.
Dutch team looking like they're setting up to try and own that pin end, the left-hand end of the line.
Aussies hanging back, hoping just to nail the start line at pace.
It is the last race in Group B of the Puig Women's America's Cup, and there's one spot in the semi-finals on the line. Is it Sail Team Barcelona or Andu Team Australia?
Sail Team Barcelona, just a little wobble off the foils there just before the start, so just drop back a little bit, but still just nose clear. Dutch team, Swedes getting fired out of the cannon.
Was a fantastic start from the Swedish and the Dutch team. Not easy to execute at 30 knots of pace. Spain had to take a lot of sterns there, lost quite a lot of distance.
First 2 boats are over on the left. It's Sweden well bow forward on the Dutch. Really, the Swedes are in another division to the others in the emerging group. The Dutch showed glimpses, and as the regatta, as long as you can survive into the next stage, into the semi-finals, and that's what they're all fighting to do. I expect the Dutch just to get better and better because they are such a quality outfit. But Sweden, in terms of their boat handling and their pace awareness, because of the time they've had in the boat, heading up towards the top mark. At the top, it's a little bit quieter, a little bit less wind at that top mark gate. But the first 2 boats are looking pretty well bow to bow. It'll be advantage to Sweden when they tack and come across on starboard.
Dutch team have done well up the speed. They have hung in with the Swedish. They're learning quickly.
Real battle between Andu Team Australia, though, and locals Sail Team Barcelona. These two teams battling it out for that final third position. Top three cut. Australians needing to put at least a boat between themselves and local team. So a lot of pressure. The Dutch team, the Swedes, sailing into some great pressure coming into the top mark.
So this is the final race of Group B in the Puig Women's America's Cup, and it's a familiar two that are at the front of the fleet. This time it's Yacht Team Dutch Sail around first, leading the Swedish Challenge, and then it's AC Team Germany. Maybe they are the spoiler. Who knows? Remember, Andu Team Australia have to finish 2 points clear of Sail Team Barcelona if they want to make the semi-finals on Friday, and it's Sail Team Barcelona leading around Andu Team Australia.
All the breeze, though, on the right-hand side of the track, looking down it. You can see it from that lovely aerial.
Australians needing to get back into that pressure if they can, although we'll be losing distance. Their opponents, Dutch team and the Swedish team, taking that left turn into that big breeze. You see them getting harder down the middle there. Team Germany also digging their way back into this race after a little bit late start. 40 knots of boat speed. These beautiful conditions, nice flat water, absolutely max pace.
Calmer comms on the Dutch team for this race. Definitely found their groove.
Spray coming off the boats, carving the water to pieces. Smooth jibe on board. Swedish Challenge by Adams Technologies. Nice jibe by the Dutch team as well. They'll be lining themselves up for a right turn.
So no change at the... Oh! And through the waves go Yacht Team Dutch Sail at the bottom gate to complete the halfway mark in race number 8, Group B. Puig Women's America's Cup. Then, as you can see, Sail Team Barcelona ripping in that third position. This is a huge race for Sail Team Barcelona. As we see it now on our numbers, they are in the 3. As you can see, in Sail Team Germany, whoa, they get a touchdown big time.
Came around with absolutely zero main sheet tension on their boat, completely out of balance on board Team Germany. Australians.
So the question here now is, right, they're quite some way behind. Wow. Sail Team Barcelona, can they get ahead of them?
That's the big question. Boat round, just having a look at the Dutch team come in here, just big windward heel just as the board was going down, so just not getting the boat flat enough before dropping that board. Huge collection of drag there. You just watch the foil go in the water. Bang, huge. Bow down. That's a big slam on the brakes coming into that turn. See the Swedish team come round inside. Putting the plough on as well. The Spanish, watch the water come over the deck here. The Spanish doing a really nice job just to hang on to their AC40 coming to the bottom of the course.
It's worth noting that if Sail Team Barcelona and Andu Team Australia finish on tied points, it'll depend on the result of this race right here.
Yeah, that's going to need a small miracle, Stephen. Andu Team Australia are currently seeing their final, an And any hopes of progressing in this event slip away.
Nice breeze coming down the course at the moment, so and 17 knots of true wind speed at the top end of the course, out to the left-hand side, so we will see some high performance, both upwind and downwind. 17 knots being almost the top end of what is allowable for the AC40 competition, but beautiful flat water and lovely sailing conditions.
We marvelled on day one how much the Dutch improved with each race, and it is the same now, looking so much smoother than the beginning of the day, learning so quickly.
So heading to the top gate, leg number 3, the penultimate leg of race 8. And Yacht Team Dutch Sail, you can see the green circle. They have right of way coming into the gate. So the cross is done, and the Swedish challenge, they swap positions and go to the lead again ahead of Yacht Team Dutch Sail. Followed through, it'll be Sail Team Barcelona, you can see there. But Australia have had a good upwind leg.
This little wind at the top, they'll be going through the gate, almost Simo with Sail Team Barcelona.
Did so well on the top of that track, the Australian team.
So, just having a look.
Yeah,
Sorry, Shelley. I'll let you call this one.
Yeah, that was a cross between Sweden and the Dutch. Bit scarier from on board, but actually quite a gap between them. Fully committed.
A huge wind down the middle of the course. Sail Team Barcelona, so they've gone around that right gate and hooked into a massive bender, as have the Swedish, so taking big gains down that side of the course in better pressure.
A lovely shift.
Better angle.
Lovely shift by the Spanish, almost pointing directly at the finish.
Heading to the finish of race 8 in Group B, and it has been a day out on the water for the Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis. 4 races sailed, and look at that, 4 races won. Look out, America's Cup teams, here comes Sweden.
Dutch team executing their job nicely as well. They should just get through ahead of Sail Team Barcelona.
Yacht Team Dutch Sail lock themselves into Friday's semi-finals with a 2nd position, and so do Sail Team Barcelona. They withstood the pressure, and that's your top 3. They're off to Friday's semi-finals. And do Team Australia. They had their opportunities, and they will finish 4th in the race and just below the cut line.
It was so good that the German team managed to get up and running. They probably had the least amount of time on a boat than anyone else. They've paid to come here themselves and be part of an extraordinary event, the very first Women's America's Cup, and so good to see them finishing this, well, for them will be the final race.
And AC Team Germany finish this regatta, and we say farewell to them, but we've seen improvement, we've seen moments from every team across the fleet. But they finished the team their way they wanted to, getting across the line and sailing in great sailing conditions here in Barcelona. That's AC Team Germany. Well played.
Good job. Okay, we keep on going, no? Yeah.